What's up, guys? Welcome to Ray and Linus Reviews, and today I'm going to give y'all a quick, I'm just going to do another spoiler review, because we did one, but I'm going to upload that one next. It's more like a podcast. But, basically, so, Avengers comes rolling in, and you see that, Thor and his crew got smashed. I mean, basically, we find out later that in, like, reports and stuff that Valkyrie and Korg and some other Asgardians got out. But yeah, his crew got smashed. They were like all on the ground, and Loki was the only one standing, but he was the only one to even try anything. But it was stupid because he's like, oh, you got these stones, but I got a knife. Like, what did you think that was going to do, bro? And his death, like, everybody knows Loki's a bitch, but his death was sad. Like, when you see him getting choked and stuff and talking to his brother and actually saving his brother, you're like, man, like, that, I didn't expect him to die like that. And then Heimdall, he dies. Black guy dies first. Well, I guess technically he doesn't because the rest of them are already dead, but still. Another thing that they missed out on was that you don't get to see a battle on Xandar, but at the same time, I don't think it's necessary because, I mean, Xandar wasn't even all that tough for the Guardians to take on, so the Black Order probably took them on themselves and could have handled that job pretty quickly. And plus, Nova isn't a character yet, so I'm guessing like the destruction of Xandar would bring out Nova, I guess. But anyways, so yeah, basically like they get destroyed, and then Hulk, they're like, oh, we got a Hulk. They try to do the Avengers thing, and Hulk is like giving him a two-piece combo, but that two-piece combo wasn't good enough because Thanos just came up. He boxed him up, like he just put him in a package and got all his shit together, put it in a box, and that was the shit box, and he kicked it. And he throat punched Hulk, and Hulk was just like, like, I'm done. I don't want to fight no more. Like, Hulk got his pride raped. Like, he got his booty taken. But anyways. So yeah, the Hulk got smashed, and then we go to New York, and you see like Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Wong, and basically you know what happens. They get the warning and stuff, but then not Corvus Glaive, Ebony Maw comes down with the black one. He has something to deal with blackness. But anyways, yeah, so they come down and they're wrecking shop. Ebony Maw is already showing that he's way more powerful than Doctor Strange, or at least he seems to be more powerful than Doctor Strange. And I mean, I guess it wouldn't be all that difficult to see that because Doctor Strange is kind of a newbie to the whole situation, so he's not going to be all that great. But yeah, one thing I was wondering is like, where is Baron Mordo? Like, I know he's a bad, wanting to kill all the sorcerers and stuff, but he should have showed up for this. I mean, there's no reason for him not to be there. But yeah, so Thanos' story, like, he's great. There's not much I really need to tell you. Just like most of y'all have already seen the movie, but yeah, Thanos is great. His backstory is great. The action scenes with him are great. Like, he's such a monster. He's a presence. It's kind of scary to see him on screen because it's like, how are y'all gonna beat this? And I gotta give it to Iron Man because he tried his fucking best. Like, he was gonna die for the team, and I mean, he would have died if it wasn't for Doctor Strange. Like, he got stabbed, but man, like, seeing Iron Man fight like that is like, damn, like, what are y'all doing? Like, why is no one else fighting like this? If y'all were all to fight like this, maybe the battle would be a little bit closer. Y'all might be able to win, but no. Basically, they lose that part of the battle. You get to see Thor team up with the Guardians, or at least more so Rocket and Groot. And Teenage Groot is fucking cool. I like him. He does the little like spine thing through some of those aliens. I forgot the name. And he sorry, I keep hearing stuff outside. But yeah, he like Groot he's a badass. He helped forge the weapon, so that was pretty cool. It was cool to see him play some kind of role in the movie instead of taking a back seat and being just all cuteness like he was in Guardians 2. Rocket was cool. He didn't do much for me in this movie, but he was cool. Drax was hilarious, but I wish he could have at least got to fight Thanos a little bit, because like he didn't even get to lay a hand on him, or at least I don't remember him doing that. And Star-Lord's fucking up as usual. Like he really screwed this one. Like he could have killed Gamora, or he could have he just didn't have to do that. Like, he didn't have to punch him in the face. Like, they could have got the Infinity Gauntlet, but at the same time, I don't know what that would have changed. Because, I mean, Thanos would have easily just punched them all and got it back. Like, Thanos was Debo, and he's like, what stones? You know? And, War Machine. War Machine was badass in this movie. I've been waiting for War Machine to do some cool shit. And finally he has, because like Iron Man 2, I was like, oh, Iron Man 2, he's going to be dope. And he was kind of cool for one scene. Then that was it. And then for Iron Man 3, like he was butt. Avengers 2, he was pretty butt too. And then this one, like he shows up, or Civil War, he was kind of lame too. Like this one, he shows up and he's wrecking shop. He's actually doing War Machine like stuff. And Cap and Black Panther, they're wrecking shop and shit on everybody, or on all the bad guys in Wakanda. And the Hulkbuster scene, it didn't happen. Like I know I put out a video about like what if the Hulk busts out of the Hulkbuster suit, and that didn't happen. Like it's such a great missed opportunity. But hopefully they save that scene, or at least redo that scene for the next movie, because that is something I want to see. I want to see him like bust out of the Hulkbuster suit after like fighting maybe Thanos or something, and start beating his ass, or I don't know, something, because he needs some redemption. Like at this point, Hulk is a bitch. Like he's got a vagina and a coochie right now. Like he's gotta get his shit together. And who else? Scarlet Witch, like she was cool, but she wasn't doing much. Vision like took a back seat the whole fucking time. Like, oh, you stabbed me. It's like, so like, why? What are you doing? Like, you got an Infinity Stone. Just use that motherfucker. Never uses it. Who else? Oh, the Black Order, they're pretty dope, but they get killed off like fairly quickly and easily. But I like the way Hulk took out fucking the black one. I can't remember his name still. What else? Thor. Last but not least. Thor is one beast motherfucker. He comes in and throws his axe / hammer at all those monsters, and he's just fucking them up. Like he stole the show. He comes in with a rainbow bridge of all things, and then just starts kicking ass. Like honestly, I have to own Infinity War just for that scene. Like that is the scene to see. I think Thor was definitely one of the better characters in this movie, or at least got the better part of the action. Spider-Man was cool. His spider legs were pretty dope. Came in handy. But his death scene was probably the saddest death scene of all of them. Besides, yeah, his was the saddest one. And I know people are getting a little butt wet about how like we know that they're coming back, but I mean, not everybody's coming back. Like we know Spider-Man's coming back. We know Black Panther's coming back. But like, at least we got to see them lose. It wasn't like, oh, they won every fight. They win every fight. Like, at least they gave us like a situation where they lost. And I'm happy about that. And I'm happy to see that that at least for the most part, everybody has positive reactions to the movie. Because there is a lot going on. Some people are kind of confused. But if you're not into Marvel movies, don't fucking jump into this shit thinking that you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm good, like I know everything, like, because you don't. But yeah, Infinity War is definitely an event movie. It is gonna be a classic one of these days, unless they do something that is like even more mind blowing, which they're saying the fourth movie is going to be. What else? The Captain Marvel stinger was kind of cool, kind of cheesy. Thanos's like win, his ending, like I was kind of glad to see him go home with a victory, because I know he's about to get his ass kicked in the next one, or at least it's gonna be a close one. And I hope it's a close one and not like, oh, they just obliterate him, but he obliterated them in the last movie. But yeah, man, oh my gosh, I wish. If I could find a piece of the Thor scene or something, I might edit it in here. But that movie was so amazing. I'm gonna see it again on Tuesday. But yeah, that movie was amazing. Like hands down, it's definitely one of the better. I think it's the best superhero movie I've seen, at least as far as spectacle and action and build-up goes. Like, it's the best. Like, MCU has the best story building tactics, like, because they went 10 years just for this one movie, and this one movie pays off. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Black Panther was okay. He was still kind of whack like he was in his movie. Okoye was cool like she was in his movie. And people were saying that like everybody's gonna come back, but that's not necessarily true, because Vision, he'll probably come back, but he's definitely not gonna be the same. And who else? Nick Fury. Well, all the Dust people, they're coming back, or at least for the most part. There might be some that don't come back. I don't know. Vision. Oh, I already said Vision. Loki, he's probably not going to come back. But then again, he's Asgardian, so they're supposed to be resurrected. I don't know. But either way, Thanos was a G. He definitely like fucked shit up. He came in there, wrecked shop, and left, and said, "That's my bike, punk." And yeah. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.